Greetings and blessings, everyone. I am Alsharon of the GodStar. I am in service to Source, to this planet, and to every starseed upon this world. Today I come to you with a message, with information to assist you upon your journey, information that will fill in perhaps some of the blanks. I wish to speak about Project Earth. What is Project Earth? What is it about? Why are all you starseeds who have come from so many different worlds out there here on this planet? There are starseeds who are here incarnated upon this world, who come from over 100 different worlds in the universe. And I say the universe because they don't all come from this galaxy. They come from other galaxies as well. Therefore, amongst the starseeds, there are many different truths. There are many different mentalities. There are many different ways of looking at things. None of them are invalidated, but there is not one truth for everyone. Along with this, they are not here to ascend. And I'm going to tell you why. In order to be a starseed on planet Earth, you have to come from a world that has already gone through the evolutionary process and ascension. So, technically speaking, if you are a starseed, and those listening to this message are, and you are incarnated on this planet, this would make you an ascended master. Think about it. So why are the starseed here on planet Earth? There are two kinds of what we term humans on Earth. There is the humanity of Earth, and there are starseeds. The humanity of Earth are what you would term native humans. What denotes a native human or a starseed? A native human is someone whose soul has only resided upon Earth. A starseed is somebody whose soul has come from another world to be here on Earth, with the proviso, of course, that they have gone through the evolutionary process and ascension on whatever world they come from. So, there is a process in place. Starseed come here to assist the humanity of Earth in their evolution, shall we say. Not necessarily by doing readings and healings and being a channel and things like this, but more along the lines of being living examples for the native human population. Now, amongst starseeds are what is termed placeholders. Now, these are individuals, these are starseeds who generally never awaken. They do not wake up, shall we say, even in this particular incarnation. But they run energy, and energy comes through them, and they send it out into the planet, all over the planet. You have watchers, and they watch what is going on here. They report back. Some of them have awakened, some of them don't, but they are watchers, observers. They are very, very good at what they do, and they observe really, really well. They see things other people don't see. Because spirit normally goes by a simple situation. They look at a person, and they look at their energy. And they may say, well, this person, in their energy, they are ready for this nugget, for this piece of information, and that information is given. And then all of a sudden, the person loses the plot, and they weren't actually ready consciously. So watchers are very important. Then you have light workers and dark workers. Yes, those of darkness are here as well. They're here for the same reason. They, like light workers, have their own vision and their own focus on what brings about evolution. But they are still here for the same purpose, which is the evolution and the ascension of the humanity of Earth. And then you have guardians. And then you have one other group above them, but that group we will not speak about at this time. Not important. In the last group, there is very, very few on this planet anyway, so we will kind of keep the guardians from having to do too much work on that as it is. So the purpose here is this planet is a planet of complete free will choice. It resides within the third dimension, which is density. It has duality, so you have what you would term light and dark, good, evil, black, white, whatever words you wish to describe it. It is duality. And this is why there are light workers here and dark workers here, because the humanity of Earth needs to be able to experience all facets, all different types of life, of experiences, of things like this. Now, if an individual has a very, very intensely traumatic life, shall we say, let me give you an example. You have an individual who comes here and has a lifetime as Stalin or Hitler or something like that, something very, very intense. There's a lot of trauma, all of these things. When that individual reincarnates, they can be a master of past lives. They can see past lives easily, and they will never discover that because that will always remain hidden. It is not necessary for that to be brought back up into the surface because those lifetimes are played out for many different reasons. But it's an example that I simply wanted to give to you. So, because this is a planet of free will choice, the humanity of Earth has to make a choice. And the choice that they have to make is they have to answer a question. Now, at the beginning of this project, this planet was formed naturally. Life evolved on this planet. Human or humanoid life evolved on this planet. There have been over 20 different humanoid species on this planet over time. So they send the High Council of the GodStar, and they send others as well, to ascertain and to answer one question. The question that must be answered is this: can the humanity of Earth evolve? As you can probably tell, the answer to that question was yes. Then begins preparations. I will not go into all of the preparational aspects of this project because we are focused on the harmonic convergence and the opening of the portal that is very soon, and my little gift for all of you, because it is important. Basically, there has been 5 grand cycles. This is the 5th. The first 4 grand cycles, the answer to the question on evolution was no. So everything ceased, started again. In this grand cycle, an event occurred in 1987 that we all know of as a harmonic convergence. The harmonic convergence had many layers to it. There were different things that went along with that. There were many different energies, different layers, different questions. There was one important question. Are you ready to evolve? And the right percentage of native humans answered that question with a yes. And in 1989, a cycle began. This cycle will complete on the 21st of December, 2034. The midway point was December 21st, 2012. Now, that date was highly important. It was so vitally important. It was the point of no return. Generally, on that particular point in a grand cycle, one of two things happens. Well, before, it was the same thing that would have happened. It was different this time. Either A, all life would have ceased on this planet and everything would have reverted back to the start of the grand cycle again, or you would pass that point and everything would start to move you into phase 2 and then into phase 3 of Project Earth. So at this time of the harmonic convergence, that was what we term the age of choice. Now, the age of choice is always going on because choice is a part of your everyday experience, your everyday living of this life in this place on this planet. But in 2015, a ceremony was held and phase 1 was completed, signed off, shall we say. And we had fully moved into phase 2. And we have this situation that has been brewing for some time of this conflict between those of light and those of darkness. They are not trying to destroy each other. They are trying to take the advantage in order to lead moving forward. It is no longer about light or darkness in the lead. It's the same thing. The masculine or feminine in the lead. Light or darkness in the lead. It's not about that anymore. What it's about is coming back into balance. Living your life in balance. Many, and I do mean many, are having great difficulty with this. There are many who are departing this world, either because they cannot handle the energies at this time, or they simply want to be able to come back, reincarnate fully in the new energies. Look at a baby child. Look into their eyes. Feel the energy. It is different. They may never awaken. Doesn't matter. The energy is different. We are in the age of awakening. So what is the age of awakening all about? It is about the starseed awakening. How many have been awakening just over the last 10 years? How many are awakening almost on a daily basis? Why? Because you need more readers and mediums and healers? No. Because the starseed are now into a new project, a new program, shall we say. And the reason that they are awakening is to connect more fully with their own true energy and with the source energy, because you are the ones who are going to be anchoring in the new energy that is activated with phase 2. And that is what you are doing right now. Even if you are unaware of it, you are doing it. And eventually we will move into the age of awareness. And when we move into the age of awareness, this planet will be moving out of phase 2 and into phase 3, where everything will be changing. You'll be able to say goodbye to money, poverty, great swaths of crime, religion. in a much in living in a much more balanced environment. Now I hear the question. So when is the ascension? If you are a starseed on this planet, you are not going to ascend off of this planet. Sorry. Why would you ascend when you've already ascended? That is silly. That is like going to university, getting a degree in, say, science, and then 5 years later being told you have to go back to university and get your degree all over again, starting from scratch, and you can't use anything that you've had before. No. You're not here to open a door for the humanity of Earth. They have that key within themselves. You're here to get them to the point where they will discover it for themselves. And that is what you are doing. So, over the course, because this one didn't even know this, over the course of several equinoxes and solstices, either myself or the High Council of the GodStar has been coming in doing activations. There is a portal that's going to be opening on the 11th of August. The purpose of this portal is to enable those in the higher dimensions to provide greater assistance to all the starseed on this planet, and to bring in the next part, if you will, of the new energy. And that is part of why this is so vitally important. It is bringing in a greater energy than you can imagine. Some of you will feel it strongly. Some of you will sit there and go, I don't feel anything. Not everyone will. Does not mean it is not coming in. We have worked hard to ensure everything happens in divine time, divine order, divine rightness, because that's how it works. You have this tendency to get very impatient for things. When patience is called for, it doesn't mean that you don't push against the door. It means you don't fly off the handle and get frustrated because the door didn't open when you pushed. You keep nudging it from time to time until it opens. Then you walk in. It's very simple. We don't interfere. We cannot. We can give clues. We can give signs. It is up to you to notice these things. And you notice these things greatest when you are in the moment. Not living in the past, not living in the future, but in the moment. Now I hear some going, well, what is this gift he talks about? I am going to institute an activation. And I want you to understand, you reside upon this world, upon Earth, what you call Earth. You live in what is termed linear time. So your previous incarnation is just that, previous. It's not happening right now. It already happened. Where I reside is quantum time. A moment in my time might be a year in yours. 2 moments in my time might be 3 months in yours. We have much more freedom in how we do things. I'm going to do an activation today, before we finish this. And at 1:11, on the 11th of August, it will completely activate that doorway and allow the new energy to come in. And there are those who have created special things for this. The meditation that has been created is part of this. You see, it is not down to just them. It is not down to just me. It's not down to just this one. It is all of us working together, contributing in a multitude of different ways. Should I now? Should I later? Now is good. Here's what is going to happen now. I am going to give this activation. And then afterwards, I will take questions until there are no more questions. And when there are no more questions, we will finish. And when we finish, I will give you a final, or I will complete our time together here with a blessing, a very sacred, a very special blessing. Time for the activation. So I would ask all of you, whether you are in this now moment of time listening with us live, or in this now moment of time listening to us later, close your eyes, open your heart, and allow yourself to feel the energy, the power, the sanctity, and the sacredness of this activation, because it is going to be done now. It is going to continue to build until the time comes for it to fully open, because it is in the quantum as well as in linear time and quantum time. So we begin now. Toishe ta kai toro tomotoi. Haya toro protomoe te ke talaito. Yama yata toro tomotesh. Yala toro tomotokoi. Activate encodement 42.7951 sequence 331599210 Yoprato itakara prateeta orta balaitoro tomotoshi ia toro honoita ino mote lam yoho tokoye to no omniatai aishoita la ino dorkotoro tomote Piama indo omnoina alea protoni ania karitomoti osha lamratokia motosha ila hatrotomotoshiata otaketala prototosh ona yakara torotomo lapa torotomoteshe yana hatorotobo. And it is done. Now, if you have questions, please feel free to type in your questions, and I will be happy to answer your questions as we go. Please feel free to put in your question. If it is not appropriate, I will be more than happy to let you know. I feel the questions. Do not be, feel free to put them out there. Cheryl, can you tell us any more about the type of support that will come through for us basically when the portal is opened? Yes, I can. Basically, what is happening is this. When an individual, let's take you for an example, Cheryl. When you incarnate, you have, this is strictly hypothetical, so don't quote the actual numbers. These is just hypothetical, but follow me here. You receive 9 guides. They're there to assist you. You reach the age of 9. 2 of those guides leave and you get 2 new guides. You get to a point where you are 19, 20 years old. 3 of the guides leave, you get 3 new guides. You begin awakening. So different guides leave, new guides come in. You reach a particular level. Some guides leave, other guides come in. There are guides or those here to assist this planet. There are teams. To give it a name, because we don't really call it a name per se, but to give it a name, let's say they are light teams. Planetary light teams. There are the planetary light teams that have been there during the whole process of the grand cycle. These begin to shift out and change when the choice was made at the Harmonic Convergence in your year of 1987. There was another shift of some more of these planetary light teams in 2012. And now there are the new planetary light teams that is all about the new energy that is now coming into the planet, but it's coming with the second wave of energy, of new energy that's going to be coming onto the planet on the 11th of August when the portal opens. And the portal will open at 1:11 p.m. You will read information and others will give you totally different information on this process. But they are giving you information from their perspective. I'm giving you the information straight from the actual Project Earth playbook, shall we say. So there will be greater assistance given to those who are meant to work in this new energy to bring about the changes that are here. That is why certain individuals, think about this, Cheryl, this is why certain individuals are beginning to be brought together. Because it's time for the real work to truly begin. Pieces of the puzzle have been being put into place. Different puzzle pieces have been moved around the board. Now it's time to get to work, shall we say. I hear. Oh, well, I've been working. Yes, you have. But this is something different. This is, there is working, which is putting the pieces of the puzzle together, learning the different things and skills that you need to do what you are here to do. And then when the time comes, then it's time to move forward in the work. It is a process, as everything is. I hope this answers your question. Gahelia, love, I usually meet with my guides on a ship in the astral. It is very familiar. Is there a reason our carbon bodies cannot go there, just our souls? Yes. Eva Marquez. I am Alsharon, not James. James is my partner. He allows me to speak through him. I am Alsharon. Gahelia. Basically, the thing is this. the physical body, you're going onto a ship that's in the fifth dimension. Your physical body would have to go through a massive transformation in order to be able to go into the fifth dimension as well. If that were to happen, you would not be able to then revert the physical body back into the third dimension. Therefore, your soul goes up and interacts, brings back whatever it needs. Sometimes you will remember these interactions like you do. Other times they don't. It does not matter. The meetings are still happening. This one doesn't even remember dreams generally at all. But he can get up in the morning and he knows he's been on the ship. He knows he's been in meetings. He can actually tell different people, I saw you that night. I saw you there. He has no memory of it. Consciously here, he has a knowingness. So your physical body would not handle the transition between here and the fifth dimension where the ship is, where you go. Any further questions? I will wait a couple of more moments. If you have a question, put it in. This is your opportunity. We will complete this now. Know this very, very clearly. You are loved beyond words, beyond measure. We honor you. We respect you. We understand what you do. We cannot do for you. I am not incarnated upon this world. You are. You have to make the choices. You have to make the decisions. You have to do the action. It is your opportunity now to step more fully into your own sanctity, into your own power and divinity, into your own sacredness. Open the passageway of your heart. Allow the greater energies to flow in, the greater energies of love and compassion, the greater energies of support. You are never alone. You do not walk alone. Know this. Realize this. I thank you for the opportunity to come and share this time with you, to share my energy with you and the energy of the GodStar. I am Alsharon of the GodStar, in service to Source, this planet Earth, and to every starseed upon this world.